From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina.
Thursday is February 9th, 2017, and this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley, and who are you?
Tyler Edmondson.
Tyler Edmondson is with us. He's our co-host today. And Tyler, how you doing, buddy?
Good.
It's good to see you,
Good to
man.
see you, Wayne.
Good to see you, Tyler. Yes, sir. Man, I'm glad you're here.
Glad to see you too.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you coming in and helping us out here. How you been doing?
Good.
Good. I understand you got a birthday coming up soon.
Yes, sir.
When's your birthday?
March the 12th, 1994.
That's right. That's right, 1994. And that means you'll be, what, 23?
Yes, sir.
Coming up in March.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, boy. What do you like to do?
I love to do anything. Go swimming to the YMCA.
Yeah, man, that's fun.
Yeah, to exercise.
I noticed your handshake there. You got a really
Yeah.
good grip, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you go to the family wine, you go swimming. What else do you like to do?
I like to go hang out with Miss Deborah over there.
All right. She's your buddy, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she is. All righty. Well, let's see. I'm going to talk about a couple of things that's going to be happening here, okay?
Yes, sir.
Coming up on February 23rd, the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce has another hot topic, and that next hot topic will be transportation. Transportation. On February 23rd, and this will be taking place at the Goldsboro Event Center on South Slocum Street, and it begins at 12:30. The Transportation Hot Topic Luncheon begins at 12:30, Goldsboro Event Center, South Slocum Street. The keynote speaker will be Jim Trogdon, who is the North Carolina Secretary of Transportation. And again, to attend this, it costs you $25 if you're a chamber member of the Chamber of Commerce of Wayne County. And for those who are not members, they should be, but if they're not members, it's $35, and you need to RSVP to Linda at 919-734-2241. 734-2241. That's going to be a good meeting. Also coming up on February 24th, Wayne County Gardening starts with successful gardening workshops. And the Cooperative Extension Service, you know Jessica Strickland, right?
I don't know Jessica.
Oh, you don't know? Well, you should know her. She's a very nice person.
Yes,
She's with
I've seen her interview on Wayne Goldsboro Television.
Yes, you have seen that.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You've seen that? Sure. She does a great job. On the 24th from 9 till noon at the Extension office, she'll be showing people how to prune trees and shrubs. That's very important this time of the year. This is when you do it this time of the year. You know, you cut the limbs back and cut the shrubs back so that they'll grow nice during the summertime.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. There you go. All right. This word from Wayne Benton over at the, do you have any pets?
I have
Yeah.
a dog named Max.
Do
He's
you
a
really?
Weimaraner. He's big.
Really?
And a
Weimaraner?
small dog named Abby.
Isn't it Max and Abby, huh?
Yeah.
So Max is a Weimaraner.
Yeah, and Abby's a min pin.
A what?
Min pin.
Okay.
Chocolate min pin.
I'm not sure I know what that means.
They're small.
Okay. Okay. All right. Now, word from Wayne Benton over at the Animal Adoption and Education Center. It's going to be rabies vaccine clinics, a rabies vaccination clinic. And there's good news here. They have cut the price on rabies vaccinations. It's going to be sponsored by the County of Wayne. First of all, on April 1st at Eastern Wayne High School. Eastern Wayne High School, April 1st from 11 o'clock until, from 8 o'clock until 11, 8 till 11, and then again the same day, April 1st, at Southern Wayne High School from 1 to 3 p.m. Now the nice part about all this is they've cut the price to $5. Get a rabies shot on this day at Eastern Wayne High School, April 1st, Eastern Wayne and at Southern Wayne. Eastern Wayne at 8 o'clock to 11 and Southern Wayne 1 to 3. $5 is all it costs. That's a great, and they've cut the price. And then on April the 8th at Grantham Elementary and at Old Pikeville School. Grantham in the morning, Old Pikeville in the afternoon, and again, only $5. And if you have any questions about any of that, you can call the Animal Adoption and Education Center at 919-731-1439.
1449.
No, 1439.
39.
Right. 919-731-1439. Okay?
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Okay. What else do we have here? You have a computer?
Oh, yes, I do.
yeah.
Upstairs in my room.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You like your computer? They're fun, aren't they? I love computers. Sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. One more thing very quickly. You can check out the library's new link on ebooks for kids. Ebooks for kids at the Wayne County Public Library. If you want to know more about that, you go to nckids.overdrive.com. nckids.overdrive.com. Tyler, we're going to go to our next interview. How's that?
Yes, sir.
Our first interview coming up today is with Matthew Whittle. Matt's the Executive Director for Habitat for Humanity. And we'll go to that, go to Matt, go to that Matt, go to Matt that. Matt that Matt. Okay? Here on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Today we welcome these gentlemen to our studio here. We want to welcome, first of all, Heath Radford. Heath, it's good to see you again.
Hey, Wayne.
Good to see you. Now tell us who these guys are.
All right. They are part of our cast of our upcoming production, Lend Me a Tenor. And we've got Matt Gore, who is playing the male lead,
Matt,
Max.
thanks for being
And-
with us.
Thank you, Wayne.
Glad to see you.
And then we've got Gene McClendon, who is playing one of our supporting actors. He plays the
Gene.
theater owner, Saunders.
Always good to see you. Tell me about the show.
Well,
What's it about?
It's written by Ken Ludwig, and it's basically a madcap adventure of a guy named Max, who's kind of like a gopher for his boss Saunders. Saunders treats him fairly poorly the entire play until he needs him, and when he needs him is because Tito Morelli comes in, which is the world famous Tito Morelli. And he's kind of slumming it because this takes place in Cleveland, and we all know how glamorous Cleveland
Cleveland is
is,
very glamorous.
especially in the winter.
Oh, indeed. Yeah.
Very
Cold,
nice.
too.
Yes. And so Tito is world famous, and he's coming in, and he acts like he owns the place, and he's not, and so Saunders is worried the entire time, like, how are we going to get this guy on stage? He's not showing up for rehearsals. He's sick, And so he gets Max, he does the practical thing, which is get Max to drug him. It is the 30s. They are easily accessible.
The set is the 30s then.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Excellent. Excellent. So in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm. And so he has to get Max to step in for Tito, lend me a tenor, hence the title.
Okay.
So, yes. It's
So, Gene, do you sing in this?
I do not.
You do not. Who?
Generally in center stage, when we have a play and there's no singing, I get that part.
Okay, Matt, do you sing?
a little bit. It's like a 2-minute operatic piece. Max is secretly a decent singer, yet he just doesn't have the confidence to pull it off. So he talks with Tito, but before Tito conks out, and and he gains confidence. So he kind of like discovers that if he could only unlock that confidence, he could be a great singer. So, yes, and he also does it to get the girl,
Oh, well, there you go.
his daughter.
Now,
Yeah,
now are you actually a singer, or are you acting as a singer?
acting as a singer.
Acting
I
as a
usually don't sing.
You usually don't.
But it's like a 2-minute operatic piece. It's a duet with Tito, and it goes on. Like I shorten it as much as possible. Where I'm like, well, you don't need that last stanza, do we? They get it.
So who plays Tito?
It's the guy Doc Heidegger.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Now there's a tenor.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I try to match his voice.
good luck with that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he has a great voice. I try to go down to his timbre a little bit, especially. So I told Doc at the beginning, I was like, Doc, I'm going to imitate you. I'll reach your level, but you just do what you do, because he has such a good voice.
He does have a great voice. Yeah. Doc Heidegger. Yeah. So what do you do?
I am handling a lot of the promotion for the show. That's one of the reasons why we're here today as well. But yeah, we've been using a couple of different medias, community calendars, along with
Okay.
some other promotion stuff as well that we're working into.
Now, it's at the Paramount Theater
Yes.
on February 17th, 18th, and 19th. I take it that's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yes.
It is.
Friday and Saturday, 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday to 3 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good. Gene, you've been doing this a while.
This is actually the second time I've done this play. We
This
did
play?
it back in '94.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm actually the age of my character.
Oh,
And I did it before I was in kindergarten.
I see.
And
Yeah,
I've aged a bit.
just a bit.
But he looked great in a tux.
Right. All right. So, Matt, what is your history in with Center Stage?
This is my 5th center stage show. I've been in Christmas Carol 3 times as Old Joe, Christmas Present, and Charles Dickens.
Okay.
And I've also done Importance of Being Earnest under the direction of Gene McClendon.
Gotcha.
And believe it or not, this is my 2nd time doing Lend Me a Tenor.
that right?
I was in the production in Smithfield at Noose Little Theater in 2009. So,
Okay.
yes. So
When you were in kindergarten.
You were in
when
kindergarten.
I was in kindergarten, I did not look great in a
Oh,
suit.
really?
No, not at all.
Good to hear that.
Didn't have the beard.
Well, they don't. You know, it works because it kind of evens out because they don't need the padding. You know.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. So,
And actually, he's playing the behind-the-scene parts that he plays in the play.
Yeah.
Yeah. His overall purpose dog and body.
Yeah. Yeah.
in the play.
Not in the play.
Listen.
behind the
In real life?
Yeah. He's my inspiration on that. When I'm like,
He's doing everything behind the scenes for the play that Matt's character.
yeah.
Oh, I see.
That's why.
Except for sleeping with the girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We can't have that.
Yeah.
You can't.
Go back.
Of course not. You know.
Of course not.
Yeah. No, yeah, I studied him for a good 2 weeks. He didn't know it at the time, but
For the thing.
Oh, for the thing is, someone was looking at you all the time. You kept looking over your shoulder. Who's that?
I
Someone
wouldn't know
who's
what
there?
that's like at all.
You said you studied my singing?
No.
Oh.
Well, you do have a routine.
Jane, who plays the part of your daughter?
My daughter is Sequilla, what's her last name?
Arita.
Sequilla Arita.
Sequilla Arita.
Okay.
I believe this is her first
Lead.
lead play. She's had bit parts in the one acts
Yeah.
last year, and she was in Christmas Carol.
I can't. Yeah, I believe she was. I believe she was a London girl. A London
She
girl.
goes,
London girl.
She
Yeah.
goes to Mount Olive College.
Does she? All right. Great.
Yeah, she's very good. I'm really excited for the community to see her perform. She's doing really well. The whole cast is doing a really good job.
How many players do we have?
8 total.
8 total.
And my wife Debbie is in the play, and
Is
she
she?
plays the same role that she played
Yeah.
24 years
Oh,
ago.
really?
But she looks younger. She looks like she's in kindergarten.
Yeah, Debbie
now.
doesn't age. Debbie
But she
doesn't
didn't
age.
look good in a tux either. did she?
Actually, she does look good in it.
Does she really? Okay.
She pull off that Hillary Clinton pantsuit look a lot.
Okay.
Annie Hall. type.
Annie Hall.
Yeah. La di da, la di da.
Nobody knows who Annie Hall is.
I know.
Now, wait a minute.
The
Oh,
kids
okay.
are gonna
You and I
love.
know. Yeah, we
the
know.
community and the Goldsboro community are really gonna love these Woody Allen references. They're gonna get.
I know.
Kids love Woody Allen.
Woody who?
The guy from Toy Story.
All right, guys. Again, February 17th, 18th, and 19th. Reserved seating tickets, $13 and $15 each. That's at the Paramount Theater, and that's a 7 o'clock curtain at on the Friday and Saturday. And
7:30 curtain, Wayne.
Oh, is it? I beg your pardon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I beg your pardon.
No problem.
I stand collected. 7:30, and then Sunday. What time?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. I
sir.
knew that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for being with us. Gene,
you.
good to see you as always. Matt, pleasure.
Thank you.
And Heath, it's always
Always a
good to see you, buddy.
pleasure.
4, 3, 2, 1. And we're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television here with my buddy Tyler Edmondson, right?
Yes, sir.
Our co-host today is Tyler. Tyler, the Starlight, do you dance?
Yes, I
Okay,
do.
good man.
Yes.
It's good for you. It's healthy. The Starlight Dance Band is going to be performing at the Peggy Seeger Senior Center coming up on February 10th. 10th, which is coming up very soon. That's this Friday. They'll start up at 7 o'clock and go until 9, and it's sponsored by the County of Wayne Arts Council, the Arts Council of Wayne County. That's coming up, and it's for anybody 50 and older. Now, you're not 50, are you?
I'm 22, Wayne.
You'll soon be 23.
Yes, sir.
But you're nowhere near 50,
No,
are you?
sir.
No, you're not, Tyler. But anyway, that's coming up this Friday at the at the Seeger Senior Center on East Ash Street. Also, the Pickle Festival. You ever been to the Pickle Festival?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, isn't that fun?
Mount Olive.
Man, that's right, man. I love the Pickle Festival.
Yes,
That's a lot of
it's
fun.
fun.
Well, it's going to be held again April 28th and 29th. Coming up April 28th and 29th in Mount Olive. We'll tell you more about that the closer we get to it. What's special about today? Let's find out.
Let's find out.
Today is National Bagel Day. Do you eat bagels?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so either.
I don't
no.
think so,
Now,
Wayne.
do you eat pizza?
Oh, yes,
Oh,
I do.
yeah, I love pizza. Now, today is National Pizza Day, so we got to have pizza today, right?
But I don't have any pizza. I have wings in my lunchbox.
You got wings?
Yep.
Okay. Well, it's not Wings Day. We'll have to wait on that one, okay?
Yes, sir.
Today is also Read in the Bathtub Day. Now,
Yeah.
how do you read in the bathtub? Your book will get wet, wouldn't it? It makes no sense at all. All right, it's also Toothache Day. You ever have a toothache? Man, that hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had
that
a
hurts.
cavity before, they're no fun.
That's no fun at all, is it?
I got my wisdom teeth cut out.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's no fun either.
No, sir. It
All right,
ain't.
that's what's special about today. Here's our trivia question for today. Some years ago, a fellow by the name of Bernie and Reggie got together and wrote songs. Bernie and Reggie. Bernie and Reggie wrote songs. Bernie wrote the lyrics and then sent them to Reggie, who wrote the music. And usually it's the other way around. They write the music and then put the words to it. But Bernie wrote the words and Reggie wrote the music. By what name do we better know Reggie? He teamed up with Bernie.
Yes.
Bernie and Reggie. Who is Reggie? We know him by another name. What's his name? We'll have the answer for you coming up in the next segment of the program. And that's up next on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Today we're joined by Matt Whittle, and Matt is the executive director of the Habitat for Humanity.
That's right.
here in
Habitat for
Goldsboro, right?
Humanity, Goldsboro, Wayne.
That's right, man. How you doing?
Doing well.
Good
Thank
to
you.
see you.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me again today.
So, very quickly and briefly, tell us about Habitat,
Sure.
in case anybody has not heard about it, which I don't think there's anybody hasn't heard about it.
I don't think there's anybody that hasn't heard about it, but we know there are still people that don't understand exactly what we do.
Good point.
So what we always tell people, the thing we always tell people is that we do not give homes away. We can't stress that enough. Habitat for Humanity is not a home giveaway program. What we do is we give folks opportunities. That's kind of my favorite thing to tell folks is Habitat for Humanity gives families opportunities to become homeowners. Gives them opportunities to build a better future on a foundation of strength, stability, and self-reliance through affordable shelter.
So they don't come to you and say, "Look, I don't have anywhere to live. Give me a house." You don't. That's not the way it works.
That's not the way it works. Now, some folks come to us and they think that's the way it works, but we talk to them, we explain to them what we do, and what we do is we work with them to build a house with them. And that's an important word there is with. So we're not building a house for them, we're not building their house, but they're helping us build their house, and then they're paying a very affordable monthly mortgage on that house.
They have to pay for it.
Absolutely.
They have to have a job and income.
Right.
They have to have good credit to a point.
To a point.
And they have to be responsible enough to understand what's going on.
Right, absolutely.
And put their own work into it.
Their own sweat equity, their own work into it, make those affordable payments. Because what Habitat is it's an old saying, and it sounds cliche at this point, but we really do see ourselves as a hand up, not a handout. Folks who, for whatever reason, whether it's a lower income or they have some credit problems in their history, can't quite get over that hump and can't quite get to that traditional mortgage. Habitat exists to help that family get to a point where they can own their own home, where they can be in that stable situation, that stable home ownership situation, and create that generational wealth, that generational success.
And it is a success. It's one of the most
Absolutely.
successful programs out there. You have had tremendous success. How many houses have you built?
So we built 72 houses now.
Wow.
We just
72 houses.
we just dedicated our 72nd house, and we're hoping that early midsummer we'll be dedicating and closing on our 75th house since
Wow.
2001.
Tell me how the sweat equity works.
Sure. So sweat equity, it's a minimum of 300 hours. That's 300 hours that the applicant, the homeowner, has to spend working on their house. Before they can get to their house, though, they have to spend time working on the houses of others in front of them in line. They might work at a restore. They might help provide lunches for large volunteer groups. Really anything that sort of furthers that mission of Habitat for Humanity and contributes to building those houses.
So what about the volunteers? I know that the people who put sweat equity into it, now they all know how to build houses. They all know how to handle a hammer and a saw and all that. They all have experience with this, right? Don't they?
Absolutely not.
Not?
Absolutely
What do you mean not? They don't?
So our volunteers, we're a volunteer-based organization. Volunteers build easy 75 to 85% of the carpentry work on the house.
Really?
We have the professionals that come in, do your electric, your plumbing, your HVAC, but the actual putting in the floors, putting the walls up, putting the roof on, the framing, the shingles, all that sort of stuff, the painting, that's all volunteer driven. And there's no experience required. Nobody has to know they don't have to know one end of the hammer from the other. We have supervisors on the site, part of our paid staff, that work with them, show them what to do, show them how to do it safely, and make sure that everybody is working toward that final goal. And you'd be surprised how easy some people pick up those skills on the job site. By the time we'll have somebody walk in 8 o'clock on a Saturday morning, they've never picked up a hammer, they've never used a saw, but end of the day, they're nailing them straight in, 2-3 hits, not bending them anymore. It's fun to see, and they walk away having had a good time and a good sense of accomplishment.
So then after that, do they ever say, hey, I want to do this again? Can I help at somebody else's house?
We do. We have a number of repeat volunteers or even our homeowners, even once they're in the house. It is not unusual for a homeowner to come back and help again a year later, a couple years later, on another person's house.
You mentioned the Restore a moment ago. Tell me about the Restore.
Right, so
one of my favorite places, by the way.
It's a wonderful place. And if you haven't been in there lately, we've got all new stuff for you.
I believe it.
So it's a thrift store. It's our thrift store downtown.
Yeah.
124 East Mulberry Street, right across from the City Hall, the back of City Hall.
Right.
But it's the thrift store and the proceeds from the store, all those proceeds go back into the home building effort. So everything that is sold there is sold for the purpose of helping to pay for the houses that we're building in Wayne County. But we have everything there. Everything from furniture to appliances, to sporting goods, to books, clothes, pretty much anything that you can think of. It's in the house, and it's available for folks to purchase.
Everything but the kitchen sink. No, wait a minute.
We even have kitchen sinks.
got kitchen sinks.
And we got bathroom toilets.
No.
We got everything.
Everything.
Paint.
Wallpaper. Clothes.
Books. Golf clubs.
Furniture. Golf clubs. I bought a couple of golf clubs from you.
You must have been the one that bought all the golf clubs.
No, I didn't buy them all. No.
I went up there one day and they'd all been sold.
Oh, really?
So, but I'm sure we got some more back.
Oh, you got more coming.
Because that's the cool thing about the store is you never know exactly what you're going to find in there. We have we accept donations there, so there's a constant churn of items. So if you walk in on a Tuesday and you don't see something you like, come back on Saturday and there'll be all new items in there. You'd be surprised.
It's an amazing place, and a lot of these items are, in fact, all of these items are donated to you, including furniture, some of which is very brand new.
Right, absolutely. We have some very special partners in Wayne County. Park Design. Up in the industry park, they donate their inventory to us, their spare inventory.
Beautiful stuff.
And beautiful stuff, new stuff in a lot of cases, stuff that's never been opened, never been used, just stuff that they're not selling anymore. So they're kind enough to donate that to us. So there are definitely some treasures at the store.
Indeed, and some of these things, even that is not brand new. A lot of this is just gently used.
Gently used
and
in good shape. Absolutely.
Yeah, it really is.
Absolutely.
At a fraction of the price that you'd normally pay. So, on Mulberry Street is where you find Restore.
Right, Mulberry Street.
And anyone who may have a question or want to help, perhaps, can give you a call.
Right, so the store is on Mulberry Street, 124 East Mulberry. If anybody's interested in learning more about how to become a homeowner, if they're interested in learning more about how to volunteer or how to donate, or just interested in learning more about Habitat for Humanity, call the office. The office is on Walnut Street. The phone number is 919, of course, 736-9592. That's 736-9592.
Excellent.
Or go to our website. Pretty easy to remember. It's habitatgoldsboro.org.
HabitatGoldsboro.org.
Absolutely. And I would encourage folks, especially this spring, to keep a close eye on the website, because we have spring is a busy time. We're coming out of the winter. It's a warm. Well, I say it's warming up. It's already been warm, and then it's been cold. So who knows what it's going to be?
Who knows what it's going to be?
But it's a busy time for us. We have a lot of volunteer opportunities for folks. We have in February into March a special opportunity for folks in the medical communities and the legal communities. They're doing a little challenge build against each other every 3 weeks. All that information is on our website. We have our faith build coming up starting in March. That information is on our website. So encourage anybody who has an interest. If you have an interest in getting involved in Habitat, the spring is a very good time to do that. And we have more coming up in May, but we'll talk about those a little bit closer to time.
Don't want to throw out too much at one time.
Not too much at once.
HabitatGoldsboro.org. Matthew Whittle is the Executive Director. And Matt, thank you so much. Good to see you,
Yes,
buddy.
sir. Good to see you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right.
Adam, Nora, David, Robert, Edward, William, Sam. First,
Today, Corporal Jason Adams from Goldsboro Police Department is joining us with a report from Crime Stoppers. Jason, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good to see you. Fine, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, we're out there catching bad guys, and we need the public's help.
Yes.
What's going on?
Well, this is a robbery that actually happened over in Lincoln Homes on February 3rd in the afternoon, right around 3 p.m.
Daylight.
Just after school is kind of getting out and such, which is kind of an importance because our suspects are possibly some young black males.
Oh, boy.
So there was a delivery driver from Wayne Pharmacy that actually was making some deliveries, and he was prepping for his next delivery and was at the trunk area of his vehicle when he felt something put to the back of his head, and the suspect said, "Give it up." So they ended up stealing his personal money and also the Wayne Pharmacy money that he had with him. So one of the things that we're kind of looking for is the First Citizens bag. Is what the money from the Wayne Pharmacy was actually in. So anybody that's seen anybody carrying that around that usually doesn't carry a First Citizens bag, it's kind of important.
It's a typical bank bag, I take it?
Yeah, typical bank
that
bag.
looks like a bank bag.
Yep, and it says First Citizens Bank on it.
Okay.
And so they ended up taking that and ended up running from the area. And there was 3 of them. He couldn't really give us a description, the employee that was robbed or anything, but it happened right at the trunk area of the 900 block of Lincoln Drive.
Where is that?
That's in the Lincoln Homes, the Goldsboro Housing Authority. It's going to be near between Olivia and Newsom, right there off of Slocum Street.
Slocum Street,
Yeah,
okay.
So anybody that's got any information about 3 young males that might have been out, may have had a firearm, they may have seen them around in that area, could have been running, or if they've seen somebody recently within the last couple of days that's had a First Citizens bank bag with them and such. And like I said, these are described as young black males. So with school just getting out and a little bit more foot traffic with school and people walking home from school and such, we don't know if it was more juvenile age or actual adult males.
Did the victim actually see a weapon, or did he just
No.
presume it may have been a weapon?
It could have been a weapon. When he described it, it was placed to the back of his head. It was an object that he felt like it wasn't something that was plastic or rubber or anything like that. It felt to him, and he believed it to be a firearm. So even though that it's robbery with a dangerous weapon, because the person that was robbed believed it to be a firearm.
Yeah.
So that's why it would be a robbery with a dangerous weapon.
And in any case like that, do you remind potential victims to do exactly what this young man did? Give it up?
Exactly.
Just give up the money.
Yeah, just give it up. Things can be replaced. Your life's important and stuff. So, we ask people, to take that in consideration, and be safe. Comply as best you can, and try to get away and get as much information as you can. If you can see that, but if your safety is in question, get out of the area and call law enforcement.
Now, if anyone has any information at all, big, small, whatever kind of information they may have, if they saw somebody running or if they saw 3 males in the area at around 3 o'clock that time of day.
Yeah. Anything, call Crime Stoppers. The number is 919-735-2255, and they can call and text that. They remain 100% anonymous.
100%.
100%. And it can receive a award up to $1,000.
Up to $1,000, and again, the Corporal Adams stresses the fact that you do remain anonymous. They don't want to know who you are. They don't want to know at all, and there's a good reason for that. But I'll let him tell that to you when you call, or if you want more information, you can call the Goldsboro PD to find out about that. But when you call the 735-2255 number, you do remain completely anonymous. They have no way of tracking you at all.
Correct.
Reward up to $1,000 for information leading to an arrest.
A felony arrest.
A
yes.
felon, it's a felony arrest. Well, Jason, I appreciate you coming in. Thank you very much, sir. 735-2255. Corporal Jason Adams is with Goldsboro Police Department, and this has been a Crime Stoppers report.
Andrew, Adam, Nora, David, Robert, Edward, William, Sam. First, phonetically, it's Adam, Henry, John, Adam, Henry.
And we're back with Tyler Edmondson. I'm Wayne Alley, and this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, our final segment of the program on this Thursday. Thank you for being with us. And I've been talking here for a while with my buddy Tyler, who's our co-host today. I appreciate you doing this, man.
Thank you, Wayne.
Yes, sir. Thank you for being here.
You too.
On Monday, the 20th of February, all branches of the Wayne County Public Library are going to be closed for a staff training day. But they'll reopen on Tuesday morning. And they just want us to let you know about that, okay? Is that all right?
Yes, sir.
Now, any senior citizen who wants to get help with their tax returns can get help from AARP at the Senior Center, and that's coming up now until April 13th by appointment only. So you have to make an appointment. You can call Hermanita Harris at 919-705-1784, 705-1784. And when you make that appointment, you have to take some things with you, such as proof of donations, vehicle taxes, home taxes, mortgage interest, and out-of-pocket medical expenses. You also have to take your original Social Security card and a picture ID, and you have to take the Social Security card and any photo ID of anyone listed on your taxes, anyone that you may be putting on your tax report, the tax returns. That's all coming up now. That's going on right now. Help with your tax returns. If you're 60 and older. AARP Tax Volunteers at the Veterans Building. That's at 2001D East Ash Street, right next to the Senior Center on East Ash. Oakland Volunteer Fire Department. Do you like barbecue?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, baby, let me tell you, I do too. 41st Annual Pork Barbecue Supper is coming up in March 11th at the Oakland Volunteer Fire Department from 4 till 7 p.m. $8 per plate. That would be barbecue and boiled potatoes and coleslaw and hush puppies, and doesn't that sound good? But you got wings, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. That's okay. This is not until March 11th anyway, at the Oakland Volunteer Fire Department.
Yep.
All right. Also coming up, the end of February, is Rare Disease Day Lunch and Learn. It's going to be held out at Wayne Community College, with Tyrone Starkey, who has muscular dystrophy, and Sidney Yoakum, who has ataxia. You can learn diagnosis, treatment, and effects, and resources available for these two rare diseases. And that's coming up at 12 o'clock in the Student Lounge at Wayne Community College on February 28th. All right?
All right.
Tyler, that's going to be it for our program today, man. I appreciate you being here today.
Thank you, Wayne.
Let's talk about the trivia question. Here's the answer to today's trivia question. Back a long time ago, a fellow by the name of Bernie and a fellow by the name of Reggie kind of got together and decided that they could write music. Now, the way these two guys met is that they both answered an ad for songwriters. They both did. They went at the same time. Well, they kind of hit it off, and they liked each other, so they started writing as a team. They didn't see each other too often, but they'd send each other music. Bernie sent the lyrics, and then Reggie would turn around and write the music, the song, the melody. So what was Reggie's name? We know him by another name. Well, Reginald Dwight.
Reginald Dwight.
Reginald Dwight's real name, that's his real name, but we know him better. We know Reginald Dwight better by the name of Elton John. Elton?
Elton John.
Elton John is the answer to today's trivia question. All right, buddy, we got to go. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you very much. All right, that's for my buddy Tyler Edmondson here. I'm Wayne Alley. Join us again tomorrow, and until then, I'm Wayne Alley again, and this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, right?
You too, Wayne.